Welcome back to Train Simulator Classic and the 1,000 Mile Challenge. I've set myself for Strathleven Care Home, and where it sees me basically driving 1,000 miles to raise funds for the Residents Activities Fund at Strathleven Care Home. And we had a wee run at Helensburgh to Springburn, so I thought this time we'd started at Bellgrove, and we would basically drive our way down the lanes at Partick via Anniesland, and then go through the suburbs of Dumbarton and then finish up at Balloch. So we're driving this Balloch service, and let's see what we're saying. Good morning, driver. You're at Bellgrove in charge of the ScotRail service 2 Echo 55 from Airdrie to Balloch. This service stops at most stations. Allow passengers to board before you depart, which we'll do. And guess what? It's raining again. So let's get the AWS cleared. Yep, that's it. Took a wee while. And the next stop is indeed High Street, which we will be calling at as our first stop. And we're leaving, and we are a 6 car, so that means that most of our stops will be at the end of each platform. 30 mph speed limit as we leave Bellgrove. Soon to be 40 as we're just entering High Street station. So I will take down the acceleration because there's a wee downward gradient, as we know. I'm going to try and keep to the speed limit. Famous last words. Didn't do it well last time, did I? Okay. Now the downward gradient is coming down now, so again we don't want to be putting any acceleration on, or we want to just obviously keep a wee eye on what speed we are currently doing, which is slowly but surely crouching up as we approach the 40 mph limit. And we're now able to see the beginning of the platform at the High Street station. So we will put in a slow brake as we pull into the station. Bear in mind we are a 6 car train, so we will need to stop right at the very end of the platform, allowing the full train to come into the platform so the passengers can obviously come off safely. And that should do it. Yay, that's the whole train in. So that's it. There we go. 320-310 we're driving today on the road to Balloch. Once we get into Queen Street, if we've got let's just see if we've got a wee. Well, there's the Helensburgh Central train to Edinburgh, just coming up to. In fact, we'll just shortly be passing it. Let me see. So 7:45 and 7:46 we're at Charing Cross. Usually it's Queen Street because that's the main kind of hub station, but we'll get through the stations that we're calling at when we get to Charing Cross, I think. So Queen Street, our next station stop. Again, just being very vigilant of my speed here as we're going down a wee hill, so naturally the train will start to speed up again, and we're heading to the very end of this platform. When I did all platforms, as mentioned at the start, it's a 6 car train we have. So we're going to apply a bit of brake now as we slowly wander into the station. Another drizzly day. You see the 6 car board stop just approaching us. There we go, and the train is brought to a halt. We'll open the doors to allow passengers to board. Yep. As you can see, it's quite a nice shot. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's a bit too much zoomed in. Nah, let's see if we can pull out a wee bit. That looks good. So next stop will be Charing Cross Station, and I'll scheduled to arrive there in about 5 minutes, so plenty of time. And we will go through, as I say, our calling points once we get to Charing Cross. Again, might be a wee bit busy with the old road down to Balloch, so don't be surprised if we bump into a few kind of cautious signals along the way. And with them by cautious, well, double yellows, reds. I'm playing a bit of brake again until we bring a train to a full stop at Charing Cross Station. So I need to thank everybody for their support so far, which has been really good, quite good. Just raised just shy of £400 so far, so I've only got £100 to go to make my target, and I've got no qualms whatsoever that we will reach that target. But it's a tremendous amount of money we've raised, and it will be well used for the residents of Strathleven Care Home, I can assure you of that. So just going to slowly make my way to the 6-car platform board. What we'll do is, and we'll open the doors, let passengers alight from the train. I always like to make sure that I've stopped within my boundaries. Yeah, it's a bit tight from the tunnel, but as you can just make out, we have stopped quite nicely actually. So let's see what our calling points are. So there is a few. So we're here until 7:46, unfortunately. So another 3 minutes, mega early. We've got to go to Partick next, and then we've got to pick up some passengers at Highland, Annie's Land, a minute's wait at Annie's Land. Then we're calling at Westerton, Drumchapel, Drumrye, Singer, a minute wait at Dalmuir. Then we skip Kilpatrick and Bowen, and then we stop at Dumbarton Central, wait for a minute there before calling at Dalriach, Renton, Alexandria, and we should arrive at Balloch at around about 8:30, which is 45 minutes from now. So as I say, sorry, but we got a bit of a wait, and I don't want to pause the video in case you think I'm cheating. Oh, you hear a train coming. Where are we? What one's this? But Mulgai to Edinburgh. Let's have a wee look to see if we get anything in front of us. So we've got a green signal on next signal, which is good. Green there. So we're actually not too bad at all. Until we hit there. No, that's finishing. That's via Argyll. Aye, up that way. So yeah, it's a red at Partick so far. Or am I looking at that the wrong way? No, I'm not. Balloch is coming up as well. So that'll be shortly calling at Partick, so we'll expect to see that on the road to Partick, I would expect. So we're nearly departed, nearly ready to depart from Charing Cross. Let's see if we can get another good wee picture here. That looks quite nice. This is one of the things that I like doing as well. It's taking nice wee shots, or trying to get nice wee shots anyway. You know how hard it can be. And maybe you don't know if you don't play Train Simulator. Let's try and zoom it out a wee bit actually. Oh, getting ready to go. Right, let's say release the brakes. That's it. In through the tunnel. That's some shot, that, isn't it? That's quite nice. I like that shot. So, our next stopping point is Partick. Please change here for Chelsea's via Yoker and the Glasgow subway. Speaking about the Glasgow subway, that will be one of our routes coming up soon. I had a wee kind of practice run because I haven't drove the subway in a while, so it kind of went okay once I grasped, once I remembered, sorry, should I say, what I was doing. So yep, that's one of our main videos that we'll be doing coming up, as we're coming up this upward gradient now, just as the line meets with the line via Glasgow Central, or as it's affectionately known as the Argyle line. Here's the Balloch to Elderly train coming up now, the one we're talking about. And the rain stopped, at least that's one thing, but the cloud looks a bit iffy ahead, so I wouldn't count on it not raining between here and Balloch, especially when we come into Balloch. So we've got a clear passage into Partick Station anyway. I'll say we're driving this 6-car train all the way to Balloch, calling at different stops along the way, as normally would be the case in real life anyway, if you indeed are watching from afar, which I suspect some of you might well be. So again, just going to apply some brakes as we venture into Partick, or as it's known in Gaelic, Partake. Refurbished a couple of years ago now, to bring it more kind of modernised with the times, as indeed Queen Street. So stopping at Partick now, open the doors, let the passengers board, and our next call point, our time point, will be the next one, which is Highland, no, it's Anniesland actually, 7:55, so we're doing good for time. So far, no signal delays, got a clear road through, which is good. Maybe still early on in the day, to be fair. As we depart from Partick, with the ScotRail logo proudly on show. I think I just managed to catch that. Very good. Just you be keeping an eye on your speed, George. Says a clear road into Partick. Aye, very good. Famous last words. Double yellow ahead, so at least we'll get clearance into Highland anyway. We don't need to really kind of worry about slowing down just now. Probably will do that we're venturing into Highland now. Going at 30 mile an hour as we approach Highland station anyway. On a single yellow aspect signal, which means the next signal will be at red. But by the time we depart from Highland it should be green anyway. And the rain starting again. So the signal up ahead, for those of you who aren't railway orientated, is a semaphore signal. So it can either to, I'll take you up to it actually, if I can, mind my big head. So if it's like this, the semaphore signal, then that indicates that the signal up ahead is at red. But if it goes diagonally, then it means the signal is clear. But it will not indicate if it's the signal's at green. All it'll do is it will tell us that the signal's no longer at red and we are clear to proceed at the line ahead. Now it could be several indicators why the signal wouldn't be clear ahead. It doesn't necessarily mean that a train's in front. It just means that a train could be coming off the Yoker line, and obviously I will not be able to go until that train is cleared off, which we'll see, which is the case actually, because look, here it comes now. I'm just going to actually depart from Highland, because the time I get through there the signal will have cleared, and I will be able to go. See if I can get a nice shot here. What's the chances there? What is the chances there? It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm just going to apply some stop. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. I've just activated the emergency brakes. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that'll be good for the passengers to feel that. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we are clear to go. All up for a photo. And the emergency brakes activated, which is good actually, because it shows you that would be the same in real life. If you don't, and I don't think I did pay attention to my speed limit, if you don't pay attention to the speed limit and it's not 15 mile an hour, which I don't think it was, then unfortunately what will happen is the emergency brakes will activate, because it's one of these things that happens. So again, it's a kind of second safety mechanism, and it's the same if a driver just stays idle. If the actual levers of the train stay idle for any length of time, then the driver vigilance device will set off and will bring the train to a halt, essentially. So there you go, that's your wee thing for the day, as we're coming up to Anniesland station now, and shortly reaching a 40 mile an hour speed limit, which we're at now. Anniesland has got a kind of upward gradient, so again we're not going to add any kind of speed or acceleration on here. We'll just slowly come to a stop at Anniesland. This is very kind of light to get services to Glasgow Queen Street High Level, courtesy of the line that was built about 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe even more. And the line there goes to Maryhill. One of the new stations is Kelvindale. So it's Kelvindale, Maryhill, Now my memory's telling me Maryhill, Scotia Hill. No, it's not Scotia Hill, is it? Also Park and Parkhouse, Ashfield, Summerson, somewhere in between there as well. I'm guessing it's not one of my 40s, unfortunately. So here we're stopping at Annie's Land, and we'll be here for a wee minute or so to allow the passengers to alight from the train, or indeed if they want to board the train. There you can see the train up ahead coming in from Glasgow Queen Street High Level. Sorry mate, you've missed the train. That'll be stopping for a while and then forming the next service to Glasgow Queen Street High Level as we depart from Annie's Land. Somebody's got the sneezes. Let's get back into the cab. So that is the line as we just passed there, over to your right hand side. That takes you to stations like Kevindale, Maryhill, Gilshire Hill, if that is a station. I can't remember, my memory's went a blank. Anyway, going through the tunnel at Westerton, on the approach to Westerton station, where soon enough we'll be able to reach 55 miles an hour, and then after we clear Westerton it comes into 60. So another semaphore signal ahead, which means the line is clear. So we've got the line clear into Westerton. Again, no time check on arrival at the station. And the next time check will be Dalmuir. And don't ask me why I've still got the wind wipers on. Taking them off now. So that is the line again up to Maryhill. So if you're getting a diesel unit from Oban, Fort William or Mallaig, then the chances are that there's no chance in it you're going up that way unless there's diversions. That's where the trains go up. So again we'll be stopping at Westerton. A train coming through, either from Mulgai or indeed Dalmuir, Balloch. Don't think it'll be Helensburgh. I think we've overdone this. I think we've just overdone that a bit. So that's service from Larkhall. East meets west. Actually, alright, we've not overdone it at all. Actually, spot on. Spot on. Right, just for purposes. Well, it's the Dumbarton Central. No, that's not the Dumbarton Central. Springville. Where are we? Show task. It's at Dalmuir to Larkhall. That's where that train's from. As the passengers have alighted or board the train at Westerton, we're on our way down to Drumchapel. As I said earlier, we have now reached a 55 mile per hour speed limit, soon turning into 60, which it has done there just now. And again, the rain is looking as if it's going to come back on again. Gives us a bit of time to speed up here and get up to 60. We'll be putting on the brakes again as quick as we accelerate. as we'll be shortly calling at that drum chapel. On this Bellgrove to Balloch service, well, Airdrie to Balloch service, what we have picked up from Bellgrove. We will be doing the full Airdrie to Balloch service at a later date. I'll need to get the calculator out and see how many miles we've done now. Still got a long way to go though. Okay. Six car stop up ahead. As we have another semaphore signal. I'll bring the train to a stop now. Oh, just no more like that. Just no more. All the trees and all the branches here. A train due anyway. Over on platform 1. It won't probably show me, but we'll probably pass it. It's likely to be a train from Dalmuir or from Balloch. My dog's actually coming for a wee clap. There you are. See, and who says men can't multitask? So Drumrye coming up. Quite a quick stop this, as we see our train venturing down the other side. Let's see, last one was going to Larkhall, so I'll be guessing that one's from Balloch and it'll be going to Airdrie. So again, we'll look to apply some brakes. When I stop at Drumrye, I'll check and see what time we're due to be calling in at Dalmuir. But I would guess we're fairly well on time. There's not really been any significant delays as such. Okay, if you'd like to donate for my 1000 mail challenge for the residents of Strathleven Care Home for their activity fund, I will put the description to the link, the Just Given page, at the bottom of this video, so it should appear round about now. And if you just try and write down the website address, and that'll allow you to be able to sponsor me, and any money will be gratefully received. So Dalmuir 8:09, so plenty of time. Usually takes around about 2 minutes to get from here to Singer, so give or take 8:07, and then 2 minutes from Singer to Dalmuir 8:09. So we're right on time. So yeah, I'll keep the link for the Just Given page, should be at the bottom of the screen, and I will keep this on until we arrive at Dalmuir, giving you plenty of time to jot it down, so you're able to visit and just donate what you can. So I say any single amount will be gratefully appreciated. So shortly coming up to Singer Station, which will be the next stop on our way to Balloch. Again, just going to apply some brakes so we can safely stop at Singer on our way to Balloch. you see the 6 cars stop sign just to the left hand side now, indicating that we need to bring the train to a complete halt, which we all do. That's it, and we have done a nice photo opportunity. I just take these, doesn't mean to say that you'll see them, but I remember this quite well actually. This station, I'd always get on and off at this station when I went to Claybank College, and there was the iconic bridge. Ticket office would be up there, and you had a wee shop as well, if I remember right. Know that you'll be able to see it from there. Oh hello mate, you've missed the train, I'm sorry. That would happen more than on one occasion. I was just watching in disbelief. Can't believe you went without me, mate. Sorry pal. So shortly coming into a 45 mph limit as we slowly but surely make our way to Dalmuir station. We'll just speed up to the 45 mph. And we can take it easy because yeah, we're on time. In fact, we're a wee bit early. Green signal up ahead. So our next stop after Dalmuir will be indeed Dumbarton Station. As we open the doors and allow passengers to depart from this stop, which is Dalmuir. Hey, Mr. Dalmuir, please leave me alone. I don't know what you're doing now. I'm not going to sing, honestly. The detail and graphics is really, really good, isn't it? Even the interior of the trains is spot on. Yep, Rivet Games has done a wonderful job, especially Ian Mackay as well. I also need to say has done a wonderful job in recreating the route. Oh. Now, that is a train you wouldn't see down this way at all. That's a 158, and that's on its way up to Glasgow Queen Street High Level. And in fact, that is one of the only ones that doesn't stop at Dalmuir. Instead, that will stop at Singer Station before making its way up to Maryhill. If it even stops there. I don't think it does, to be honest with you. I think it does stop at Summerson. Yeah. But then again, it may have all changed now. Can't remember the last time I got that train actually. So 60 mph speed limit until we get to after Balloch. Then it gets down to 55. Well, just after Bowen. And then the approach into Dumbarton still be at 40. Shortly seeing the sights of the Erskine Bridge to the left hand side, and we are speeding, even though we says we wouldn't speed, but hey ho, these things happen. We'll be shortly passing by Kilpatrick Station as well. Rain starting again. Get the wipers on just to take away the few flickers that there is. Start the Erskine Bridge up above. And here left hand side we see some of the houses at Kilpatrick, Old Kilpatrick as it's known. Going to apply some brake again, just because we are on a downward gradient. We'll start to level out as we approach into Bowen Station, and then it will be a 55 mile per hour limit. There's just about 3.5 miles to go to our next stop, which is Dumbarton East. And a nice red double-decker bus to our right hand side as we're now pulling into Bowen Station. Well, pulling in's an underestimate, actually. We'll be zapping our way past Bowen Station. I think the pub to your right hand side is the Railway Tavern. It's now closed, that kind of whitish building. Okay, a wee bit of a speed up, and then I'll be hit the brake just to bring it down to that 55 mile an hour mark, as we are hitting 55 miles an hour zone. Slowly coming down to the 2 mile mark now from our next stop. And up ahead in the distance there, you just catch the quick glimpse of Milton, and there's the service kind of stop at Milton, including the Milton Animal Home for dogs and cats, which is just past us on our right hand side. Green signal up ahead, so again we'll start to accelerate up. So as I say, 55 mile an hour, soon to be 60, and then just before we hit the Dumbarton Station it will be 40. Be a train from Helensburgh. We should meet our counterpart from Balloch. We get to about Dumbarton Central W station, I think. Okay, I'll need to think about braking soon. As we are near approaching Dumbarton East Station, that wee hill at your left hand corner. A poor attempt at Dumbarton Castle, in my opinion, but it is what it is. The rest of the scenery is fairly well made out, so I'm not going to moan about it at all. Excuse me. So, Dumbarton Station up ahead, and from here on in we will be calling it all intermediate stops between now and, well, between now here and Balloch, should I say. This green signal up ahead. We'll get Easties, affectionately known as East End Park, to the right hand side. As we put the train to a stop here at the Dumbarton Station, and again allow the passengers to board or come onto the train. I think that might be our counterpart there from Balloch. Yep, Balloch to Airdrie. I thought we'd see it around about here at Dumbarton Central. There you go. Still shown as a red signal, believe it or not. There might be another train on the branch line at Balloch. Although usually if you get to here and you see a Balloch train passing, well, if you know it's from Balloch, usually in the train coming onto Balloch is at Dumbarton East, then it's usually a sign that it's clear. AWS alarm tells us that it's a 30 mile an hour speed limit up ahead as we come into the approach to Dumbarton Central Station. And we've got a signal yellow, which tells us that the next signal from that will be red. So stopping at my local stop, which is of course Dumbarton Central. Let's have a wee look at our map again. Let's see where we are. We're here. It's coming off, that's why. Say Helensburgh Central service to Springburn. Once that clears, we should therefore get a green, allowing us to proceed onto the branch line towards Balloch. And as you can see, it has changed green, and we'll get a green signal. Still got a few specks of drizzle coming down. It's not as heavy though. So 30 miles an hour from here to just after W station. Then it increases to 35 before returning to 60 miles an hour. So Balloch, our next station stop. And the train's come to a slow stop now, and the rain's picking up again. So put the lighters on once again. So the feather in the signal is eliminating, which indicates that we are going via the line at Balloch. Had that been off, i.e. not shown as bright, it would indicate that we're going up the Hillsborough line. There we go. And over here we've got the high flats at Balloch. Quite a nice station is Balloch. I think all the ScotRail stations, to be fair, are quite highly maintained. Even Rent Station's done well since its closure at its ticket office. I think it's like a tribute to Robert Le Bris now, which is a nice touch. So our last signal is up ahead, indicating that the branch line is clear at Balloch, so we can proceed and go into the single line track. It's indicating that we can go at 35 miles an hour, which we will do. Before we speed up to 35, it will soon be 60, so there we go. So we'll go up to 35 miles an hour as we now merge onto the single line track now from here till Balloch. Nah, I don't think we were speeding there. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to take off the wipers now for good as we make our way to Renton. And the 82 bypass up ahead. Dunteen Park on your right hand side as we now come into the beginnings of Renton. Main station just up ahead. So if you haven't donated already, please consider doing so as I try and attempt to do a 1,000 mile challenge for the residents at Strathleven Care Home for their activities fund, just so we can get meaningful activities for them. Just helps them in so many ways. And if you'd like to make a contribution, then I will leave the link to my Just Giving page down below for you to write down and copy so you're able to visit. And I'll keep it on from here until Balloch now. There we go. Get that one in the park. I've all just heard it anyway. And now I'm cracking open the Haribos. You don't like them? I'm going to have myself a wee egg. So we're on our way now to Alexandria. Our next stop, speed limit turns into 45 just before we hit Alexandria. No dear, it's raining. Strathleven Academy on your right hand side. We'll shortly be arriving at Alexandria. There we go. Loudy. Gate Loudy. You know what that is. Yeah, Aldi. Also get Iceland there, for those that may want to know. And up that way is the Vale Town Centre and unique fountain, which is a kind of landmark piece of the Vale. We're back to 60 miles an hour. And our arrival time into Balloch is at 8:30. Speeding again. So we reach Balloch station. Oh, hitting emergency brakes as well. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Just going to venture our way up to the buffers. Well, thanks for joining us on this journey. It's been a pleasure having you. And remember, the link's down below. If you want to quickly jot it down, let passengers off at Balloch. got a wee chippy there. So thanks for watching, as we have reached Balloch, and I'll see you next time for another train simulator video. Bye for now.